Start streaming. Excuse me more. Yeah, I worked several hours on reworking my audio. I now have a delay of 8 milliseconds, I think. Or was it 4 milliseconds? I think, or 2 milliseconds. I don't know anymore. Let's check it again. Now you have to switch to this and then do this. 2 milliseconds, a latency of 2 milliseconds. So now I can listen to my own voice while talking without getting a voice like this. That's good, I think. And we have some music, of course. Yeah, and then the number of X-rays, X-runs, I mean, is still at 0. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, I think. Yeah, okay, everything is set up. So let's start. Where was I? No, that wasn't the first X-run. It didn't like me using all the CPUs, I think, during compiling. You have to check that a little bit, I'm afraid. Zero X-runs. No, it was not no X-run. I don't know, man. Okay. It compiles, it crashes, and what was the problem? What is the problem? Yeah, vaguely it starts to serves a little bit. There was something I did not initialize yet. Something I did not initialize something. Should remove this tune, I think, because I don't like it. Electric guitars. Well, it's not too bad, but yeah, yeah. Okay. Let create info add. I think the problem is that whatever I'm adding here, this vector, the continuous vector, is not initialized at all. Which means that that is a vector with null handles, and that's why I get the validation error. Yeah, maybe I should remove the creak from my chair, right? I even removed the constructor of set layout. Can you imagine? These are so not initialized. What the hell is this? Let create info. I think this is the one that's not being initialized. Called indirectly from preprocess whenever we see a shader resource being used that uses set index. I'm definitely not happy that I have to pass the index myself. How am I going to solve this stuff? Set index. Yeah, okay, so this thing here is not being initialized. But that is the list, yeah, or rather, whatever is being added is not being initialized. Lol, yeah. Oh, I meant that one. This is a serial input data. And that has a vector of set layouts. This is the one that is not being initialized. So let's make the to-do list again. The top. I'm gonna remove these header things. Toolbar shown. There, that's better. And the information that is in it is the handle, which I should fill at the moment I'm constructing this thing. And I'm pretty sure it's being constructed from this vector. But let's figure that out. It's going to be called something like create descriptor set layout. Create the descriptor set layout, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Currently being called only there. Which is commented out. Yeah, this is my cache. Nevertheless, here it is being called with argument script set layout bindings, which is what is being passed to well, it is sorted, but the rest it was passed to the try and place the script set layout, which now no longer is being called. Let's hope I only commented it out and did not delete it. Looks like I did. Okay, so it was being called from here. With layout bindings as a value. Which is a vector of the script set layout binding. So that's indeed that type. So if I would first initialize this vector, then I can just create a handle by calling a member function. So let's do that. I need a better name. Try and place is not really the best name, or is it? Well, it is. Try and place, but then it's not just try and place. We're going to try and place it in a cache. The descriptor set layout is yeah, basically what this thing is. So why would I repeat that? Repeat that. Maybe I would just do try and place. But okay, I'll be slightly more clear, I suppose. In cache. Damn it. What I want is that it looks up this thing as a key in the cache. If it exists, then return that as a handle. If it does not exist, then it must create it. And standard map is using try and place since C++20 for that. What is a good word to use here? I would say, let's say you could do create handle, but sometimes it's not created. So it is a create when the handle doesn't exist yet. What is the right word for that? I have an idea. I could call it obtain. And then maybe find a better word with thesaurus. T. T used to give me the thesaurus. Now I have to type th. Yeah, obtain. What is attain? What does that mean? Hi, how do you pronounce your name? Otapek. To reach, achieve or accomplish. To come to or arrive at, especially after some labor. To reach a course, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really tell me. Secure, I could use secure. Gain, obtain, promote, reach, realize. Realize also possible. Realize is a pretty good word. To make real, to give reality to. Who yes here? What do you mean? I think you're the first. I just started. Well, why not realize? You have to start somewhere. What is in a name? And then I have to implement this thing. In this file, it doesn't exist yet apparently. Okay, and then well, this is going to contain that code. Let's see if I have another window. Oh, wait a minute, I rebooted. I probably do not have another window. And just that console. Make a new console. Resize it. Switch to a larger font. Go to projects. And then I was looking for some fix me. I think implements cache. And I found it. Yeah, let's just copy it instead of trying to read and understand it right here. So we get a vector, and now that vector is a member of our class. That doesn't make much sense to copy it in VI. Okay, I'll just have to do it like this. VI set layout.cxx. So I'm going to copy this into here and then fix it. Debug output, we are here. We do not have any arguments. We do not sort. We say we need a logical device, apparently. No, what the hell, we need this. Vulkan logical device. And then we need M descriptor set layouts. I don't think so. I guess that's this one, which is a member of a logical device. What? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It is not working. That has to be a member function of logical device. Might as well not copy it, although the problem is then what am I missing? The argument. I'm missing the argument. So what I can just do is call this function on the logical device and then pass our own argument and do stuff. So it's returning something, and it is okay, undo. Let's add this back. Except that I'm not going to return a set layout. I'm going to return simply a header, a handle. This handle. I think. And this is not a move, but a const reference. Therefore we cannot sort it. We should not have to sort it because it should already be sorted. Sorted. What do you mean func with lots of underscores? You mean instead of this? Yeah, I don't think that func translates to exactly that. Does it? I mean, it's just click and copy. It's really not much work. Also not really error prone. I often also grab for it. I see debug output and then I grab for it. Now, otherwise I would end up here, I guess, but it's easier to just see the debug output line if I grab for that string. I don't know, I don't think it would make my life much easier if I used func. That would be horrible. It's way too pretty. Also, this is in a namespace. I sometimes I want you know only the function name and or the class name, but and sometimes I don't know. It just varies. This way it allows me to choose whatever I want. What was I doing? A return. We're going to return. Oh boy. You look up the sorted descriptor set layout bindings as a key. And then if it does not exist, I think I can delete this fix me because it should be initialized, which means the bindings should be set. Let's leave it in for now. Yeah, this is annoying. What is that layout? That is unique. Okay, so I'll have to move it. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting it. So I think I just have to return this, which is then the handle. And now we have to enable and fix the declaration again. And that should be the handle. And I forgot what the handle was, of course. The name of the handle. That. Okay. Called by pipeline characteristic derived user classes, and they need a new or existing descriptor set layout. I'm not convinced that is correct anymore. It's now called by set layout realize handle, and the question is, of course, who is calling realize handle? Nobody yet. So yeah, I can delete this. And now I can call on a logical device, which I do not have. Set layout has no idea what a logical device is. So I'm going to have to pass that. Let's pass a const reference. So I call on the logical device that function, that which name I again forgot. Try and place something. I don't know anymore. This one? No. This one. And that was this thing here, file. And that now takes argument of set layout, sort of the bindings by const reference. And that returns a handle, and that handle then I have to store in mHandle. Really? Yeah, theoretically, maybe I should rename this thing as well and realize handle one. But I don't know. Then where do I call realize handle? Going to try to compile this first. Hey, Rusla is back. That was configure make. Unknown type name. Well, I don't need a vulkan actually. Yeah, I added an argument to it. So it does not fit the declaration anymore that I had. Still an unknown type name. Well, we do not despair. Unknown technological device. Did you mean? No, nothing. Strange. Oh, it is a different file. It's a class. For declaration is enough. Access into incomplete type logical device. Descriptor logical that. Oh, okay, sorry. And still I want a for declaration. I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, now it's time to explain to my viewers why I always type namespace vulkan or whatever the namespace is after the closing brace. The reason is that if you are in the middle of somewhere and there's no namespace visible and you want to know in which namespace you are, and then what I do is I look upwards for the string namespace. And then I see our namespace, vulkan descriptor. Now imagine that I have nested namespaces. So there is a namespace inside here. And I would find that one. But if I put namespace after the closing brace, I would find that of the closing nested namespace. So then I can just jump over it and then search up again until I find a namespace that's at the beginning of the line. Now you could say that it is not necessary in this case, but yeah, it's a habit. So just a pattern. Use of undeclared identifier, I might as well press Ctrl C at that point, right? Yeah, use of undeclared identifier descriptor set layout bindings. Did you mean sorted? Yeah, probably. I renamed this to sorted. I'm having the feeling that I can pretty safely do a search and replace. This is search and replace this thing with that thing. Nope. Or not. Okay, yeah. Yeah, or not. That wasn't the best idea, I guess. It seems that this is the only one. Sorted. The rest is already has already sorted appended. Well, I don't know. I just forgot the debug output, I guess. Okay, it compiles. So where to call this realize handle? I should call it, I guess, shortly before I'm using the handle. That would be a pretty good place. And that handle is a private, so nobody can use it unless they call. Oh shit. I made a non-explicit conversion. Hey Dante. The world of PC is also here. That's actually a downside. I now realize that I have this automatic conversion. So I can pass a set layout to a function that takes a VK descriptor set layout, and then it will automatically convert the set layout into the handle. Because I have this. But now I cannot search for it. I'm gonna put explicit in front of it. And now it will not compile anymore when it does sneaky things like that. And then I know where this is being called. It's a different way than regular expression search through the whole code. Using the compiler, but and if it doesn't work, then I'm just stupid. Apparently, and I am stupid. Okay, who can explain for me what is a Vulkan engine? It allows you to code a program that uses Vulkan. And I'm stupid because it compiled. No, you should have opened the header. Now then I have a better idea and just comment it out completely. I still don't understand why adding explicit doesn't result in compile errors. Now we have a compile error. Yeah, well, your next question is what is Vulkan? Right? And then you have to Google it. It's a bit long to explain what it is. It's successor of OpenGL. No matching function for call to construct add. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. In instantiation of function template specialization on something requested here. Well, that was the first error or mentioning of my own code. So let's have a look at that. And what I'm doing here is, yeah, right. So the sorted descriptor set layouts is I guess a vector that contains set layout objects. Yeah, here. That's because it is one of the most difficult things that exist, I think, in terms of C++ coding. Let's check if you found the correct thing. Okay. I really don't want to interrupt my coding, but I'll be kind. So what you should look for is Vulkan Chronos, for example. This kind of should explain what it is, I suppose. But yeah. So www.vulkan.org. If you had that and you were confused, then I don't know how I can help you without pointing you to Discord servers and forums and mailing lists, and it just requires learn tutorials, videos even. Maybe I should say that it is a game engine. You know, kind of looks at that way if you look at this side. Yeah, you can Vulkan is to control the modern CPUs, GPUs. So you can do also AI compute everything that you can do with GPUs. I'm currently really only interested in the graphics stuff though. That's enough work. I'm not adding anything to do computational things. Now I'm completely out of it again. What was I doing? Alright, so we have this vector here with the descriptor set layouts, and then we run over all the elements here and we copy it to a vector that contains a VK descriptor set layouts. That hence we need that operator. Yeah, I guess that the best thing to do is just to comment this out, and then I don't have that thing, so I comment that one out as well, and then see if I have more compile errors. I'm not blaming you at all. It's just my concentration is, let's say, bad. I should have commented it out as well. Belonged to the same line. I really hope that it was not another one. What is this? Undeclared identifier. And so we keep on commenting out stuff. Probably even that. Die. This is why we need AI. I could just say find other compile errors, and then it would automatically comment out the whole block and recompile and tell me about the other compile errors. And there are other compile errors. No matching function for a call to construct add. Requested here. Request it here, request it here, request it here. You would almost wish that that was highlighted, right? And then the first file that is my file is here. So we go there, vi, and that says the same bloody thing. Isn't that just the other? Assert false. That's interesting. Comment that out as well. Now I wish I had git committed stuff so I can find places back easily that I commented this out. Still we have more compile errors, really. Why? And again requested here till we come here. Okay, that's strange. There's another one. I mean, it's exactly the same thing. It's just copying with begin and end. Not sure if for a 2D game you want to use Vulkan. And it can do it, but maybe there are better libraries for that. I wouldn't know. I'm into it for the 3D stuff. If you would use OpenGL normally for a 2D game, then I guess you should you can use Vulkan as well. But on the other hand, if you have to ask, you probably should not use Vulkan. Now here I finally have another one, or what was the error? Because I commented out stuff above that. Undefined declared identifier, yeah, down like that, okay, that's not what I want. So all of this is not anymore compiling. Should have used the same for the other. Before I completely lose track of what it was that I added it. No, at least I can find them back. And it compiled, so that was all. And now to find back where I commented it out. Only 3 places. Feels like I added 10 of them. Okay, so this one is copying. Just a vector, and this one is also copying. And then the last one was also copying, and I really okay, well, yeah, really, I should change this into clearly I should change this into a member function then. So instead of doing instead of calling the copy constructor of standard vector here, I'm going to call something how about that? Did I use my mouse for something else? Oh, didn't. I have the feeling that there's something is wrong here. Aren't we in different objects every time? This is a logical device, so That's why I should have committed. Shit. Now I have to look my own video back to see what it was. No, the M shader input data was still there because I didn't copy that. Pretty sure of that. So I was calling something on M shader input data here. And then the other one we have is also the same thing, also M shader input data. And then I have one that is not M shader input data. Ugh. Why? How? What was this one? Oh, I can see that. I can see that still. Descriptor set layouts. Oh wait, that's a local variable. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, that is the function that I just add back, and I pass to that the member of. So instead of the member, I should pass the object that I need now. Headache coming up. No, not, I never get a headache, but this is where you would get a headache normally. Well, in the meantime, I forgot again what the name was. Why do I not have a memory anymore? I'm not even 60. It's heading that way though. Shader input data. So I need the shader input data and then I can call my function. That is the idea. The shader input data is non-existent. The whole file. So let's add that here and then instead. Shader input data. The type of which is shader input data, surprisingly. I'm not going to pass that, which gives us immediately problems. Not really here, because I'm just printing with a record there. But we do get into problems here. I need to run over all the set layouts here, I guess. Oh, it's just debug. Well, it's cold sorted. I'm just going to delete it all block. Still running into problems anyway. Okay, maybe I will not remove the block then. Haha. Instead, I will get a const reference with the same name. Which does not exist. Okay, so I go to shader input data, find my vector of set layout. Which is a utils vector to make things easier. Add an accessor for that, which already exists and is called sorted descriptor set layouts. Sorted descriptor set layouts. So it bloody does exist, but I have to run ctags, sorry. And this is a vector now instead of a vector like this. I don't think that makes a difference, so let me just make it a vector. A vector like that. Okay, I'm now in logical device.cxx and let's run this. Didn't even have to remember it, because if I just type vi, I get back at the same place. No. Okay, so, and this here is something that returns more like that thing. Okay, so more or less have my argument back, except that now the type changed. It does not matter here. Make pair, that matters. Ouch. You gotta be kidding me. Find key in pipe layouts. Yeah, well then seriously, I wouldn't know why not make a vector of this as well. Nope. What was it called? Descriptor. Set index, I would guess. Yep. Okay, horrible things have been broken again. Pretty sure. But before I start to compile, let's at least add this function. Let's copy everything. And that function has to be added to the shader input data, which was at the type shader input data, which you can find back here. And then I'm adding a not accessor, or is it an accessor? I don't know. I do not know if it is an accessor. I'm just adding it here, I think. Nope, this, okay. That is the return type, and the name is realize. And yeah, it's kind of const though. And then I have to copy. So before I was just copying it. What was I copying? Well, the vector of set layout to this thing. Yeah, what shall I do? Iterator or elements? I could tune depends a little bit on realize handle. It's totally not const as it should not be. So let's. That's painful. Okay, so this cannot be const. Not an accessor. Yeah, how thread saves this? Realize the scripter sets are now being called from, if you ask me, functions of pipeline factory tasks. Theoretically, multiple threads could be calling this. And this is a shared input data, oh, but that this is specific to the pipeline factory, so that's okay. I have the feeling that it is thread saved without any logging. Sure, let's just not log anything. Auto reference, blah 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 blah. And copy to the output. I don't know, how did the colon thing handle? Probably not. What is the type? That's where you get those autos. You never have the type handy. Set layout, of course. Set layout M handle. Do I have a? Oh. We had this. I don't think we need this anymore now. Might as well remove it. But Yeah, now I need to handle. Going to do this. Okay, now I can try to compile this. I think I changed here something. Try in place pipeline layout. Sorted descriptor set layouts cannot be parsed here. Ouch. What? Oh, horror. Oh, that is so bad. Why? Yeah. I did not implement merging because I have no idea if that can work or how it should work, so I thought let's just add an assert and then look at it later. But I thought that everywhere where I was passing a vector descriptor, vector of descriptor set layouts, I would also have access to the shader input data, which is not the case here. Conclusion, they should already be realized before I get here. Let me think. Yeah, well, the answer is obviously, I don't know. But what I said was maybe you could start as usual. Maybe the assert is correct anyway. This returns the descriptor sets of a given pipeline. I don't think I would ever want to do that from different pipeline characteristics, or would I? Okay, so for now, simply because I do not have access to the object that I want, even though it's not strictly needed, but what I just added was a member function that seemed to be really need to be a member function of that class. And that means that I can only call it if I have an instance of that class, and I don't have that here. But it must be realized. And with realize meaning the layout, set layouts must be created or obtained from the cache. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this sorted with realized, which then implies that it is also sorted. Sorted realized, as it were. Even better than sorted. First we sort it and then we realize it, and then we have this. Right, so no problem. Well, problem is that this returns a vector of set layout. And that thing has to be passed to try and place pipeline layout. No, it doesn't, does it? Okay, now hold on. No, I changed that into, yeah, well, okay. I changed this into that I have to pass the shader input data, but I don't have that anymore. So instead I want to pass the vector, which means I do not have this anymore. And I just want to pass this. But that also means I cannot call realize. And realize just returns a vector of VK descriptor set layouts. Yeah. Why exactly does the thing need a vector of set layouts, you would ask? Because it is used as a key. Oh. Ah, yes, right, indeed. True. Okay, then yeah, I really have to make the conversion right here. The way it was. Don't you hate that? Yeah. Well, I'll have to stick to the more type safe thing, I suppose. This starts to annoy me because it's everywhere. Need to change that. Let's change that. Vulkan descriptor set layout. Think. Okay, probably compile error. I'm gonna do just, you know, something else in the middle. Why not? So what I want is that this is the category of set index. And I'm pretty sure I set layout as a class. Yep. So you can just do your class set layout. And then I don't have to type it in anymore. And then of course you have to do that everywhere. Utils vector something set layout. GPS something set layout, comma. And the next 15 minutes we are going to fix compile errors. Expected member name or semicolon after declaration. And of course I did not copy it correctly. But VI even. Up, home, slash. I'm going to need that other one as well. Might as well add it now. Make explicit. Nobody knows why, but apparently that seems to work. This was only called from one place though. Called from logical device. If I only knew. Well, try and place pipeline layouts. And I was correct. Hey, what about that? What about that? Yep. 50% of the errors are missing header files. And typos like this. Utils, nevertheless, vector was already used. So the header must already be there. I'm going to press Ctrl C as soon as I see an error because I don't have to scroll up as much. No template named vector in namespace std. Another one, really. That's again why we need AIs. So that they say, oh, Carlo, there was another one where you've got to do that. Now if I get another one, I'm going to do a grep for standard capital V vector. And then that was the last one, so then the whole grep was for nothing. Too few arguments to function call, single argument that was not specified. How annoying. So I have to pass a const pointer to the logical device. Do we know the logical device? I guess we do. I mean, this is such a huge class. If it doesn't know the logical device, then what is it doing here? Logical device. Well, before I do that, Namespace vulkan logical device for declaration. Oh wait, I was looking at this, and we have the declaration and the definition even, and the call. Do we have a logical device here? Oh, we definitely do. There it is. Owning window logical device. Bleep. Pass it everywhere. Hello, Camille. Someone asked, what does explicit do? Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, it's still here. Explicit, that means that it doesn't do non-explicit conversions. Cry. My memory is gone. I don't know what it does anymore. Well, maybe I would know if I thought about it hard for 2 minutes, but then everyone is sitting here watching me think. What did it just do? No. Now it means if you have a function that takes type A, and A can be constructed from B, and you pass a C, and C has an operator B, but it is explicit, then it won't compile. Well, if you remove the explicit, it's going to say, hey, I have an A, it must be an A, I have a C. C can also be converted to a B, and from a B I can convert to an A. So let's do that. So the explicit stops very unintuitive hidden conversions. And in this case it doesn't do anything because it was some kind of vulkan handle, so that vulkan handle is probably not used to construct something that I use as a function argument. But I added it anyway. If it compiles with explicit, then I feel more secure. More like safe, feels safe. Okay. No, yeah, so I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I passed this. I think it's time to compile and get back on track with compile errors. And we have a node template named vector namespace std. Yeah, so that, like I said, and if that happens again, I'm going to grab it. Std vector. And there's actually two. So the grab did great. I did not totally grab for nothing. What else? Nothing. Here it is. No viable conversion from standard vector descriptor set layout to const utils vector set layout. Yeah. Kinda expected, wasn't it? An int, no, must be something with the constructor that converts. No, that's not what I said. That is not what I said. But I'm sorry. I could just stop coding and give examples, but I'm not really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm being unfriendly if I say that. It's not meant like that, but I don't have time to make this a tutorial thing or something. You can just Google it. Google C++ explicit and then read a FAQ about it with examples and everything. Yeah, this thing, I felt it coming. What I can do is just return. Okay, I wanted to stick to the type safe-ish thing, right? So I should let this return a utils vector, maybe. And then I'm going, I cannot even return a merge here. So I just have to return the size is 1, the size must be 1. I'm going to return 0. And then you can ask yourself, why is it even a list? So I'm changing this anyway. Let's make it a utils vector. And we don't have pointers. Well, that's silly. it is a pointer. That's a single pointer. Not a list. Let's call it a pointer. And then I have somewhere variables like this. Should we do add? Yeah, we do assert. The pointer is still null. I'll call this one. Merging is not supported. Which then of course means that it must be null initialized, otherwise it would not even be true the first time. And then I'm going not to do pushback, but an assignment to what are being passed up there, which then also must be a utils vector of that thing. And we return only -1. What? I don't know. I'll just return null. No. If I always return null, why am I returning anything at all? Void. Okay, that was dirty. Error use of undeclared identifier and descriptor set allowed list. Yeah, it's not existing anymore. We call this, then it must not be empty. Cannot be empty, except you must call at least from one characteristic. Okay. Pointer. Well, it's unequal null pointer. We did not have the list. Okay, I was returning pointer. Uh-oh. Make. Yes, yes, more compile errors. There we go. No template name. The vector in namespace utils. Did you mean standard vector? Ha, ha, ha. Nope. Let's include. No variable conversion from returned value type of const value point. What is this? Oh, the const is put here. Stupid. To function return type. That function return type. Confusing. Yeah. Okay. What the hell? Not sure I want to make copies though. Let's return a const reference. And then I make a copy. Yeah, no, not really. I just keep not making copies, I think. Just because now I started changing this stuff, you know, I'll do it the right way. Yay, a cons reference. Okay, I'm happy. Use of undeclared identifier shader input data. Snore. That was removed, or rather replaced with this. Replaced. Changed back, I should say. Now, where are we? Here. Invalid operands to binary expression. What is this? Utils vector and utils set layout. Set layout, set layout. Oh, cannot compare them. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I put this thing in a map. That's true. And then it complains in pair compare. I think it's just missing my compare because map changed. I think I should have somewhere have a set layout compare, which is now no longer used. Compare. That is defined. Or is it defined? Does anyone see a define here? Damn it. The right place. Okay, in that case I will look at so pair compare complains that it cannot compare first, which is a utils vector. Missing overload for utils vector. That's my next guess. But where do we come from? This comes from an SCL3. Specialization, set layout compare, pair compare set. I think the pair compare has that. Yeah, so we do have to go here. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pair compare has standard vector stuff. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Now, why is it not using that? Because I'm passing. I'm passing a utils vector which is derived from a standard vector. It doesn't even add anything, aka it is a standard vector. isn't it? So again, where was that error exactly? I just copied it. Come on, it must be here. This is where the error happens. And that should never have happened, because first should, instead of this, have matched that one, and it doesn't because it needs a conversion for it. Getting it. Okay. Yeah. Chop. Yeah. I guess I could do. I could try rather to not have this participate in the overload resolution, as they call it, if first can be converted to a standard vector. Can I do requires? What is it like that? Requires not can be converted. Standard something convertible or something. First to yeah, well, we'll never know what. Okay, I mean, I don't know what the element of the vector is in this case. Plus check if type can be converted to a vector. That's funny. That is funny, and I am still going to need it. Like, I added this to my library and then I removed it again because I didn't need it. Didn't use it, rather. Let's add it back. In the middle of an edit, let's find a new one. VI utils is specialization.h include utils, namespace utils. Really I can't type anymore. YYOPO insert // and then we have need those I guess. There's a header once, and I might as well copy it from okay. Is specialization, how does it work? Is vector underscore. Oh, what? It is not the same thing. It's something else. There was a more general answer. That was called is specialization. Shit. Do I want to use this one or do I want the other one? I think I want to use the other one. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Is it a specialization if you derive from it? Not really. I want my style. Const expression is already in line. So what I really want is that A here is convertible to a vector. How to do that? No idea. Nope, no idea. I'll just ask someone else. I also have to eat. Okay, now normally you are not allowed to, or definitely should not derive from standard vectoring. So let's change the question a little bit. So I have a template parameter. Yeah, question is, how do I check if a template parameter t can be converted, or if is or is derived from, is or is derived from a template A with an unknown parameter. Let's say template parameter A is or is derived from BT. I don't know T. So I don't think I can use standard derived from, or what is it? Derived from is correct. Standard derived from. Now I can make up an example also, I guess, like we have a int and an a how do check a template parameter is or is derived from BT. I don't know. I need a template T B and then a template C derived from B. And then I can create a C int. I call the function with C. What nonsense. I don't see an error. Oh, I see it. I see the error. Yeah. Da -da -da -da. Struct. Yeah, well, that will do. Yeah. The waiting begins. There is also something called convertible. But yeah, you have to give the full type. That is a problem. I'm going to eat, I think, because I'm kind of stuck at the moment. Maybe someone gives an answer during the time on IRC. I don't think that is vector is going to work anyway, right? So let's try that anyway. It's vector. Utils is vector. even sure about the syntax, I have to admit. Requires, I think that is correct. Yeah. It requires standard same as, so why not? No member named is, it helps if you include a header that defines it. I have to admit that. Utils is vector. Include utils is vector.h. Invalid operands to binary expression. So it compiled, but nope, no dice. But let's say to prove that it works, I'm just going to extend is vector for the moment, and maybe that would even do as permanent solution. Someone answers that said, I'm quite sure that's not possible. Yeah, it's unlikely that it is not possible. I have to say, but yeah, well. We need Aliva. He knows everything. Vector.h. Okay, does it look like something? If it is called an index. Let's use I of index. Not sure if this works, I have to admit, but you can try. Same error. Different line. There is hope. No matching function for call to object of type blah. Right. So it doesn't work because apparently it could not match a vector against a vector, which is really weird, I think. Why not? Why not? Maybe because it is a pair. It's still weird. The vector is derived properly from a standard vector. And I'm adding no other arguments at all. So why would there be any difference? I just have no time for this. Heck, let's hack it. Whatever. Who cares? I'm getting sick of this. What is this problem? Type utils pair compare. So this is added pair compare, I think. Template ignored. Ridiculous. And then we get vector compare. This is probably going to have the same problems. Also standard vector. This is a cons reference. That should just work. So it's more like that. I really don't care what the template is here. Can you not? I think it should be possible to pass a template as a template parameter, although I forgot completely how to do that. Was good. Can you pass a template like a B as a template parameter? And in the meantime, I'm going to find it, of course, like pass template as template parameter. There's something that looks like it, yes, and the way it has to be done is template equals functor. What is this? Let's look at the accepted one. Same thing. Yeah, these might be different. Probably. Let me first run into that, because otherwise guess this is good enough. And I need a requires here again. Requires that the vector is a vector. Utils is a vector. Vector. Vector T, I think. And then the same thing here. Blip. What is this? Not, I just added it. And is vector T. I hope it knows T already at this point. Oh, it does. Already use second as well there. Yeah, T is going to be first or second. Even know that. So that's like first. sure if that makes sense. So error there, like that, but and utils is vector, and that would be second then, I guess. Right, let's swap these two. So first is first. And then I could add indeed two of them, why not? Okay, then what? I think that should work. I'm starting to hate this. It's not going away, is it? Now matching functions will call to object of type const utils pair compare vulkan descriptor set layout compare vulkan pipeline push constant range compare, and why not? In initialization of member function. Standard map pair utils vector tet layout. Push constant range. Okay, unique handle. For matching function for call to object of type, utils pair compare. In instantiation of, it's the same thing. In instantiation of member function, find candidate template ignored. Substitution failure with first is substitution failure, or first is this, second is that. That is neither is a vector. Template argument has different template parameters than its corresponding template parameter. Same for this one and same for this one. That then is not good. Second is a vector. Oh, wait a minute. So we would, this one must match then. Is second a vector? Why is second a vector? Second is not a vector here. It is a vector, but second becomes this because it matches like a vector. And first is also a vector. Right. They're both vectors. Well, that means that this one must match. This one must match. So this is a vector of set layout, which you can see here. It is a utils vector of set layout. And the other is a standard vector of push range. So the vector is different. But I have vector 1 and vector 2, so no reason that that should not work. Template, candidate template ignored. Substitution failure with first is that and second is that. Template argument has different template parameters than its corresponding template parameter. Template argument has different template parameters than its corresponding template parameter. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this with a T here. Let me call this T1 and T2. And that's simply going to use did pass this though, just passed it. Maybe that's already enough, because instead of using T twice and now having two different T's, just try that. Try if it is enough. Nope, same error. Okay, so what if we do this? T1. Maybe that is what it is meaning. Please compile. Undeclared identifier T1. That's even better. Ah, fuck this. I have no idea how to do this, man. Yeah, I'm going to stop